Mr. Chairman, we have a question from Scott Shepard from the National Center for Public Policy. The question states, State Street intends to hold American businesses hostage to its narrow political preferences by demanding that companies in which it invests ascribe to ESG goals. While sometimes nobly articulated, these are in fact just a collection of left-wing policies that, if and when enacted, end up costing companies vast sums for little or no long-term benefit, especially during the economic crisis that is following on the heels of the lockdown. How can you justify using your client's shareholder status to apply a legally suspect concentration of market power to demand changes that do not serve them as shareholders or the national interest?
State Street, as the third largest asset manager in the world and a very large manager of index funds, takes its commitment to shareholder stewardship quite seriously. The vast majority of our funds are held in index funds, which by definition means that as long as a company is in the index, we will own the company. Therefore, State Street is perhaps the prototypical long-term investor and invest truly for the long term. As long as that company is in the index, we will own it. Therefore, what State Street Global Advisors does in its stewardship activities is ensure and look to the boards of these underlying companies to make sure that they are looking at the long-term value creation. Any position or stewardship activity that State Street performs is with that sole goal of ensuring long-term shareholder value creation. Ultimately, it's not our decision what companies do, and ultimately we will remain invested in those companies, but because we do not have the ability to not be invested in them, we take the stewardship role seriously, and we will continue to do so.